Welcome back to Buzzworld. It's easy to think that once someone becomes a celebrity, they're set for life. With massive paychecks, luxury homes, and red carpet glam, the idea of financial trouble seems far away. But behind the curtain of fame, poor decisions, bad luck, or simply living too large have left some stars facing empty bank accounts. These 11 celebrities had it all, only to lose it in shocking ways. 1. Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage was once among the highest-paid actors in Hollywood, raking in up to $20 million per film during his peak in the late 90s and early 2000s. With iconic roles in National Treasure, Face Off, Con Air, and Leaving Las Vegas, which earned him an Oscar, Cage became a household name known for his intense screen presence and unpredictable energy. But Cage's spending was legendary. He bought castles in Europe, a haunted mansion in New Orleans, dozens of luxury cars, and even exotic pets like a shark and a crocodile. Cage also spent millions on comic books, including the first appearance of Superman, and once outbid Leonardo DiCaprio for a dinosaur skull, which he later had to return to Mongolia. All this led to serious financial consequences. By 2009, Cage was hit with a $6.2 million tax lien from the IRS, sparking a wave of lawsuits and asset sell-offs. He had to sell many of his properties and valuables, including prized comic books and luxury homes, to cover his debts. But Cage didn't fade into obscurity. Instead, he took a different path, embracing indie films, working relentlessly, and rebuilding his image. Roles in movies like Mandy, Pig, and The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent have earned him critical acclaim and reignited his fan base. Today, Cage continues to work steadily, not just for money, but for the love of acting. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our newest videos. You can choose to get notifications for some videos or all of them. If you're using your phone, don't forget to check your settings and enable notifications. 1. Drake Bell. With You Can't Touch This, MC Hammer didn't just create a hit. He created a cultural phenomenon. The song topped charts worldwide and became an anthem of the early 90s. Riding the wave of his massive popularity, Hammer earned an estimated $70 million at the peak of his career, making him one of the highest-paid entertainers of the time. But his lifestyle quickly spiraled out of control. He purchased a $30 million mansion in Fremont, California, complete with a private recording studio, a bowling alley, and gold-plated fixtures. Hammer also employed a staggering 200-person entourage, including bodyguards, dancers, and personal staff, which cost him millions annually. Add to that his charitable donations, expensive cars, and a habit of helping friends and family financially, and the money began to evaporate. By 1996, he filed for bankruptcy, revealing he was $13 million in debt. Shocking for someone who had made tens of millions just a few years earlier. The fall from grace was fast and brutal. But Hammer didn't stay down for long. He reinvented himself in the 2000s, embracing Silicon Valley and becoming an early investor in several tech companies. He also took to public speaking, sharing his journey and mistakes in financial management. 3. Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson wasn't just a boxer, he was a global sensation. Bursting onto the scene in the 1980s, he became the youngest heavyweight champion in history at just 20 years old. With his raw power and intimidating presence, Tyson dominated the sport and earned more than $400 million through fight purses and lucrative endorsements during his prime. But Tyson's personal life was as explosive as his matches in the ring. His earnings vanished nearly as quickly as they came in. He splurged on extravagant mansions, a fleet of luxury cars, custom-made jewelry, and even exotic pets, including his infamous Bengal tigers, which cost thousands a month to maintain. At the height of his spending, he reportedly shelled out $2 million on a golden bathtub for his then-wife. Tyson's financial troubles were compounded by costly legal issues, criminal convictions, and multiple divorces. His reckless lifestyle, poor financial management, and a series of lawsuits left him financially crippled. In 2003, Tyson filed for bankruptcy, claiming to be $23 million in debt, despite having earned hundreds of millions. However, Tyson didn't stay down for long. In recent years, he staged an impressive comeback. He launched Tyson 2.0, a cannabis company that has become a major player in the legal marijuana industry. He also hosts the hit podcast Hot Boxin' with Mike Tyson, where he interviews celebrities and reflects on his life, philosophy, and past mistakes. On top of that, he's made a return to the ring for high-profile exhibition matches, proving that even after losing it all, he still knows how to put on a show. 4. Lindsay Lohan. Lindsay Lohan rose to fame as one of Hollywood's brightest young stars. She stole hearts in The Parent Trap and solidified her stardom with iconic roles in Freaky Friday and Mean Girls. But Lohan's meteoric rise came with a steep cost. As her fame grew, so did the pressures of the spotlight. Struggles with substance abuse, multiple DUIs, and high-profile legal battles soon overshadowed her acting career. Tabloids documented every misstep, and her once promising career was derailed by repeated arrests, stints in rehab, and missed film roles. At one point, she reportedly owed hundreds of thousands in unpaid taxes, and her fortune dwindled due to legal fees, failed business ventures, and reckless spending. Despite the setbacks, Lohan has been working on a comeback. She's appeared in a few film projects and starred in a Netflix holiday movie titled Falling for Christmas in 2022, her first major role in years. She also launched a reality show on MTV, Lindsay Lohan's Beach Club, which chronicled her attempt to manage a beachfront nightclub in Mykonos, Greece. Today, Lindsay is gradually reclaiming her career, staying out of major scandals, and focusing on new opportunities in acting and entrepreneurship. 5. Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp was once one of the highest-paid and most beloved actors in Hollywood. With unforgettable roles in Pirates of the Caribbean, Edward Scissorhands, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and Sweeney Todd, he earned hundreds of millions over the course of his career, reportedly over $650 million at his peak. But behind the scenes, Depp's finances were unraveling. He allegedly spent $2 million per month at one point, maintaining an extravagant lifestyle that included 14 residences, including a French village and a chain of islands in the Bahamas, a $3 million cannon blast to shoot the ashes of his friend Hunter S. Thompson into the sky, dozens of luxury vehicles and a full-time staff of 40, and $30,000 a month on wine alone, which Depp himself once described as more like wine therapy. His financial troubles worsened due to bitter legal battles, first with his former management company, whom he accused of mismanaging his funds, and then with ex-wife Amber Heard in a defamation trial that played out publicly and damaged his reputation and earning potential. Despite the chaos, Depp has been slowly rebuilding. He's turned his focus to music, touring with his band Hollywood Vampires, and working on independent and European films, such as his 2023 Cannes premiered movie, Jean de Barry. While Hollywood remains cautious, Depp's international fan base remains fiercely loyal, and he continues to draw large crowds overseas. 6. Burt Reynolds. Burt Reynolds was the epitome of Hollywood cool in the 1970s and 80s. With a signature mustache, a southern charm, and undeniable charisma, he became a box office powerhouse, starring in hits like Smokey and the Bandit, Deliverance, The Cannonball Run, and The Longest Yard. At his peak, Reynolds was the #1 box office draw in the U.S. for 5 straight years, a feat rarely matched. But his off-screen life didn't mirror his professional success. Reynolds lived lavishly, buying multiple homes, private jets, and indulging in a high-profile lifestyle. He also made a series of poor financial decisions, including investing in a failing restaurant chain, owning a struggling minor league football team, and financing real estate ventures that went belly up. To make matters worse, he went through a costly divorce from actress Lonnie Anderson, which further drained his fortune. By 1996, Reynolds filed for bankruptcy, listing more than $10 million in debt. He admitted he was never good with money and had trusted the wrong people to manage it. Despite these hardships, Reynolds never gave up. In his later years, he continued acting in smaller roles in indie films, including a praised performance in Boogie Nights, which earned him an Oscar nomination. He also sold memorabilia, including his Golden Globes, to help pay his debts. Until his death in 2018, Reynolds remained a working actor, driven more by passion than necessity. These stories prove that even the richest and most famous can fall into financial ruin. But they also show that with resilience, reinvention, and sometimes a little help, it's possible to bounce back. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your fellow celeb drama enjoyers. Also, be sure to click on one of the videos shown on the screen to explore more amazing celebrity content right here on Buzzworld.